indicators here. Alright, so we're starting to get some serious downside data candles here. It was pink, it's red, it's in between. See how it's fluctuating between red and pink? Those are your two strongest downside data candles. Look at this. Okay, so I'm actually going to get into one contract. I want to make sure that we break through these zones here, but it sure looks like we want to. I got a really tight stop loss on this guy. Yeah, there we go. And man, it looks like we just want to drive down. I'm actually going to add one more contract. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. So I have my chart really squinched here, but you can see if you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Okay, if you see bright green, your strongest upside data candle. Hot pink, let me see if we had any downside. Yeah, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Okay, so the Maverick AI Pro colors your candle. Think of it like a heat map, all right? And right now we are just pushing into these two zones. So why are we in this? Oh, here we go. Hold on one second, guys, and I'll tell you why we're in this trade. This is just escalating very, very quickly. I will close it if it hits 1,000. But we are starting to break into these zones here. Auto drawn by your Maverick zones. Okay, auto drawn. How cool is it? We no longer have to draw our zones. It's auto drawn for us. So hang on, I might have to explain this trade after we're done. 1 second. If we hit 1,000, I will close it out. Actually gonna hit one more contract just to push over 1,000. And let me get rid of my drawings. Sorry, my drawings are in the middle of in the way of this pushing down. Okay, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Now we are about to get into manipulation time, so I would expect a little bit of retracement. That's why I added a contract and I tried to just beat the manipulation time. But and I'll talk about that in a second. This timer will turn red during potential manipulation time. And you can see that for yourself in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now it's red. Now we're probably going to get some retracement. Okay, manipulation time. Tried to beat it by adding a contract and push myself over to my goal, but that's okay. Okay, so maybe this will give me a minute to explain this trade. We got a red background. The bears are in control. We have hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. We have an A+ setup to the downside on the Maverick radar. The Maverick radar goes through our entire checklist of our indicators looking for all those ingredients, and then it grades us. It says either you have no grade, a B grade, or an A grade. And right now we got an A+ setup to the downside. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. Think of T1 through T5, their algorithms, but think of them as traders, and they're all voting bearish across 6 time frames. Okay, if we can get a nice push down, we'll be there. Now, this is the Maverick zones. It auto draws. Whoops, my internet kind of went out real quick. It auto draws your support and resistance zones. Okay, how cool is it? We no longer have to draw our zones. It auto draws it for us. Hang on. We might push over the $1,000 mark, which I always close it out around there. Let's see how my trigger finger is. Boom, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Oh, it's continuing to push. Anybody that says, well, why would you just close it at 1,000? Why not just allow it to continue on? There's something called a consistency rule. And if you're unfamiliar, then you don't need to know why I'm closing it. But I don't want to hurt my consistency percentage or whatever you would call it. So the Maverick zones, as we get near these zones, it gives you this probability score of holding or breaking. And right now we got low scores. Anything under 90%, as this zone populates up here, anything under 90%, totally game for breaking. So both these zones are absolutely game for breaking, and you can see what's happening. We're breaking right through it. Okay. Again, how cool is it? Oh my gosh, you have some ways to go. Look, price is up here. Your next zone is all the way down here. Oh my gosh. But it doesn't mean we'll get down there. We could come down here, stall out, and create a new zone per the formula, okay? So again, why do we just take this trade? Which, by the way, I am in some awesome options trades as well right now. I'm up on my thinkorswim account. So I use my TradingView and my NinjaTrader charts, and then I trade options as well, which we might do an options boot camp, not sure. But so just to kind of reiterate, why did we even get in this trade? We had a red background, okay? The bears are in control. Red background, the bears are in control. We have hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Hear me now, believe me later. Look at this candle, guys. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. The Maverick radar is giving us an A+ setup right here. A+ setup. It's going through our entire checklist, and it's confirming if we even have a setup. And if we do have a setup, what's the grade? And right now it's A+. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. Okay, these are algorithms, but think of them as traders, and they're all voting across 6 time frames. You can actually add a 7th time frame, and you can change these time frames to whatever you want. Guys, look at this thing sink, okay? If you see pink, it will most likely sink. And then the Maverick trender's been pegged this whole time. Gives you this downtrend label. You'll never, oh my gosh, look at this thing. Unbelievable. And we broke right through these weak zones. Next target could be down here, but man, that's a big move. You know what I mean? So you got to take profit somewhere in here. But again, not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. But if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want some edge, okay, come check us out. All right, this is clear vision. This is edge. All right. Oh, this is like trading with 5 other traders. Anyway, we still have an options trade going right now, which I'll put up here. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. We know that. Somebody can tweet something or whatever, but man, this is pretty awesome. All right. So come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.